Morning, guys. How you doing today? So today we're gonna cut back tropicals. I have a banana tree and 2 different elephant ears we're gonna start cutting back, and I'll show you how to prep them and save them for winter. Yes, you can buy them again in the spring, but you know what? It's a lot cheaper to save them, and you have a bigger, more established plant. And some of them are really hard to find, especially some of these elephant ears, like this one right here called Mojito. The colors of this elephant ear are one of my favorites. I started off with a little 4.5-inch planter with or plant pot with just one little bulb. And now I have this big collection of them. So I'll be digging these up and saving these for the winter. And you can see I have a Abesian banana that is starting to show a little wear and tear from the cooler weather. So we're going to be digging this one up, cutting everything back to just the trunk, and saving. And then this is coffee cups, elephant ear. I love this one. What happens is, in the center of the cup here, it'll fill with rainwater and then tilt and pour out. And so it adds a little extra texture, movement, and life to the garden. All right, so what I'm gonna do is with the banana, I'm gonna cut off one of these older leaves just to show you. They're all flesh and water. So let's just remove that. So this is the main trunk. Well, not really a trunk, they're the world's largest herb, to be exact. And these are not bulb forming, so all of their root system is pretty much at the base there, very shallow, and then they store a lot of water in the trunk here. I had to stake this over the summer because we had some tropical storms, but usually they don't need it. All right, so with this one, we're gonna go here and cut just like this. And so let's see if I can prop this. If I can prop my phone, I'll show you guys exactly how we're doing this. Here we go. This should work. Hi guys. All right, so we're gonna cut this back pretty quick. And don't worry, this is not gonna hurt the plant. I've had this one for about 6 years already. Started off about this big. So we're gonna prune everything back. Just make a nice pile. You don't wanna go too deep. You wanna go about anything lower than what you see the new growth coming out of, because then you'll actually damage the heart of the banana.
Hello, Sean.
How you doing, Carl? I'm doing a Facebook Live video right now. I got my garden channel going.
Let's do it. All your fans.
Yeah, I'm doing a live video right now showing them how to overwinter a lot of tropicals.
Hey.
I'm talking to my neighbor Carl over there and his son.
Hello, Facebook Live.
Here, everybody say hi. Here you go.
Doing car work.
Some of the best neighbors I got. Love them. All right, so we're gonna go back to the banana now. All right, see, I already cut down about this. I actually got 2 trunks in here too. And it's actually really cool. It looks a lot bigger than what a single one would be. They don't bulb or send babies out. This is a specific seed-grown variety. You can actually order the seeds from these online and grow them, and they will hit probably about the 6-7 foot mark on the first year from seed. But you'll want to start the seed under grow lights or in a greenhouse around January, February. But once you put them out in the summer and you give them some fertilizer and water, they'll grow quick. So, here we go. Almost done. Here we go, guys. Now, this is what it's gonna look like when everything is cut back. And then next, I'm gonna go grab the shovel and we're gonna dig this out. Now, there's not gonna be much of a root system, but don't worry about that. They will regrow it really easily. You can either store this, pot it up in a garage or a basement, anywhere where it won't get below 45, 50 degrees. My garage usually stays at about 45, 50. You could also do it bare root, which looks a little extreme, but don't worry about it. So let me go grab the shovel real quick, and I'll show you. All right, so let's start digging this guy out. And they pop up pretty easily. Gotta make a couple digs around. Oh wow, this one got a really deep root system this year. Usually I don't have that much of a problem. Alright, let's see. Here we go. And here we are, guys. So this is what this thing will actually look like. See, very small root system, and there's no bulb, but they store all their energy in the base. So this is what they'll look like for storage for all winter. If they start shooting up a couple new leaves, it's okay. You'll be able to prune them back before you put them back out in the spring. And see, here's my other one. And we'll go ahead and get that one out too a little later. I want to show you guys about the elephant ears. See, this one's called Mojito. Ooh, I'm a little out of breath. But just look at the colors. And some of the leaves will even look like that, which is really, really cool. So what we're gonna do, so let me remove my shovel. We're gonna go in and see, look at the colors of the stems. Beautiful. Now this entire bed has no irrigation. If you amend the soil properly with mulch, compost, peat moss, and they'll do pretty well. They don't need as much water as people think. So we're gonna cut them down. Hopefully you guys can see this. To about this height. Even some of the babies. Remove some of those leaves. Pull these out. It's funny, you see these at the nurseries and they cost so much money, but you can save these for years, and look how thick that is in there. You can see all the babies. You divide them up and you can share them with family, friends, or just have a bigger display somewhere. A lot of times you'll find interesting things at mom and pop shops. Oop, here we go. And don't worry, these are all bulbs, so you don't have to worry how far down you cut these things. They're all going to die back anyway. Look at some of that texture on this branch, stalk I should say. It's gorgeous. The colors are just amazing. All right, almost done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and prop the phone up one more time, and we'll go ahead and prune this. Oops, I pulled one and they came up. But actually, it's not a problem because I'm gonna be digging these up and separating them this year anyway. So what you see here is actually the tiny bulb. All these roots will die away and the whole stalk up here will shrivel. And that's what all these are. There's little tiny bulbs like that, so nothing giant like this guy here. I love this elephant ear. I've had this one for about 5 years now, and it's supposed to be cold hardy down to zone 7, and it does. It comes back every single year with no protection, no overwintering of any sort. I just kind of leave it when it comes back. A little lucky with that one. Sorry about that, guys. Learning how to prop the phone up. All right, so we're gonna dig this on up now. See, very easy to dig up. Very shallow root system. Shake off some of the soil. Here we go. Let's see. Can you guys see this? See? Little babies. And all the little bulbs in between. And that's all this is. And that is very easy to go ahead and just save that. And so this cluster will be right there. Now what I'll do is I'll put this in a cardboard box and it'll sit just like this all winter. You won't have to worry about watering or anything. Just make sure it doesn't freeze. As long as you do that, you could put these out around Mother's Day and plant it back in the garden or in a plant pot and just start giving it a little fertilizer once they start growing, which could take about 3 weeks, and then they'll start taking off like wildfire. So, well, I hope this was a little helpful for you guys to save some of your favorite tropicals, because you could have them get bigger and bigger and lush every year. And see, that's the second banana. Gotta get that guy out now. And this one will just go and get stored in the garage now. That way I don't have to worry about a frost in the next week or two touching it. Once the nights start going into the 40s, bananas are not happy, since they're mostly made of water. And I'll keep giving you guys updates as this goes along. All right. Well, a little sweaty now, but I hope that was a lot of help for you guys. If you have any questions, please message me, ask me anything. I'll be here to help you guys, and happy gardening.